Very good morning to all. Today I want to explain Module 1, Session 4 of Module 1. Title is Subsurface Exploration. Course outcome is given by ability to plan and execute geotechnical site investigation program for different civil engineering projects. Subject title is Applied Geotechnical Engineering and subject code is 18CV62 in 6 semesters of Civil Engineering Department. Today's session 4 contents are prepared here. Those contents are geophysical explorations. This is the titles of session 4. In geophysical exploration there are two methods. One is electrical resistivity method, second one is seismic refraction methods. So these are the two methods are detailed studied in soil exploration in field. Now I want to explain in detail by electrical resistivity method. Following diagram shows the electrical resistivity method. Now I want to explain this diagram. Let us see. This is the horizontal lines and this is potential electrodes and these are the points of A, B, C, D and this is current electrodes, this is millimeter, this is current electrodes and distance is selected from A to C is R1, C to B is R2, A to D is R3, D to B is R4. So like that distance is selected in terms of R1, R2, R3, R4 distance. Resistivity is a fundamental property of a material and is defined as the resistance in ohms between opposite faces of a unit cube of that material. If R is the resistance of a block of length L and of cross-sectional area A, then the resistivity rho equal to R into A by L. So this is equation number 1. The conductance of a material is the reciprocal of its resistance. For the above figure, the potential at C and D resulting from the current flow will be VE equal to I rho by 2 pi times 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. This given equation 2. And VD means at point D is given by the relationship I rho by 2 pi times 1 by R3 minus 1 by R4. This is equation 3. The potential difference measured by a voltmeter connected across C and D will be VE minus VD equal to VCD. is given by the relation I rho divided by 2 pi times 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 minus 1 by R3 minus 1 by R4. Then it's simplified rho equal to 2 pi times VCD by I into 1 by 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 minus 1 by R3 minus 1 by R4. This is equation 4. This is the fundamental equation of resistivity method and gives the resistivity in terms of measurable quantities. If the electrodes are placed at equal distances, so then the equation is given R1 equal to R4 is equal to R2 by 2 is equal to R3 by 2. Then equation 4 reduces to rho equal to 2 pi into R into R1, where R is given VCD by I, means resistance R equal to V by I. This is equation 5, where R is measured in ohm and small r in centimeters. Therefore, the units of resistivity rho is ohm centimeters. Here there are some advantages and disadvantages given for electrical resistivity method. The advantages: this method is very rapid and economical for large projects where only average conditions are required. And second advantage is it is good for depths up to 30 meter and instrumentation is simple. There are disadvantages. One is this method is that it is capable of only detecting stratum having quite different properties, that is rock and water tables. Next disadvantages are it provides no symbol for definite identification and therefore should always be supplemented by borings. And next, it needs a specialist for proper interpretation of results, as the results are known to be influenced by surface irregularities. So these are the advantages and disadvantages for executing in sight of electrical resistivity methods. Second method is seismic refraction methods. Seismic refraction methods. Okay. So seismic refraction method is the second methods of soil explorations. So here the diagram is given. See, this is ground levels. Here 3 layers are there. First one is loose dry topsoil of depth h1. Second layer is clay or compacted soil weathered rock of layer 2, that is h2 depth in meter, and next layer is massive sound rock. Here this is short point is provided, and these are the geophones connected to automatic time recorder with multiple channels, and these are the distance of L1s. This is L2, this is L3, this is L4, distance in meters. And see, this diagram means these dotted lines are short points, shots or plates, that is electrical seismic waves are passed from A points, and here V1 and V2s are symbols applied in these methods, and this is A point, this is B point, this is C points, this is D points. This is the one geophone with multiple short point methods diagram of different thickness of H1, H2 and measurers. Here the distance L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and this is the hammers, and this is geophones. This layer is loose dry topsoils, and the second layer is clay or compacted soil weathered rock, and third one, this is massive rock. Here geophones, while applying the hammers, shocks are supplied. So this figure is seismic refraction method of stratigraphic exploration at a location. From the above methods, so graph is plotted, that is time versus length. X-axis is distance in cumulative in meters, and y-axis is time in seconds, that is t1, t2, t3 up to nth time, and here x-axis is L1 distance, L1, L2 distance, L3 distance, L4, like that. So that is, see, this is first point is L1, from here to here is L1, and second point is L1 plus L2 distance, third point is L1 plus L2 plus L3 distance with respect to time along y-axis, and we are selecting the point with respect to T and L, and we are plotting this type of nature of graph. And now from these points where it's deflected, you draw the straight lines passing through y-axis, and from this you select the time, that is T alpha, and from these points where there is a peak, draw the horizontal lines, and this as a T beta. So this is the points are plotted from the readings. Then we are calculating time as well as velocity. Okay, it was mentioned earlier that in the seismic method the difference in elastic properties of various soil types and rocks are used for their identification. The velocity of propagation of a wave or impulse in an elastic body is known to be a function of G, the shear modulus, and gamma, the unit weight of the material. An impulse will produce three types of waves in soil medium. One is surface or relief wave, second one is shear or transverse wave, third one is longitudinal or compression waves. So these are the three types of waves are produced from geophysical exploration, that is seismic refraction method. The velocity of these waves are related to properties of transmitting medium by the following equations, that is V equal to G by rho to the power of 0.5, this is equation 1, and Vp is given by the equation 1 by rho times K plus 4G by 3 raised to 0.5, this is equation 2, where Vs is velocity of shear wave, Vp is velocity of compression wave, G is shear modulus of material, K is bulk modulus of material, rho is bulk mass density of material, is given by gamma by G, gamma equal to bulk density of material, G is acceleration due to gravity. From equation 1 and 2, it is clear that Vp is greater than Vs. Figure 1.9a and b shows a typical soil formation with the direction of waves. So there are some merits and demerits by seismic refraction methods. So first merit is it can be used for exploring up to a depth of 300 meter depth. Second merit is the seismic velocity of successively deeper surface layers increases with depth below ground surface. So these are the merits. Demerits: it is more sophisticated instruments and an expert for accurate interpretation and programming the exploration work. It cannot detect an area having a layer with high velocity of wave propagation over a layer with low velocity of wave propagations. So these are the demerits of seismic refraction methods. The following are the ranges of velocities of seismic waves in material at shallow depths are given. How waves are propagated with different type of soils. So first column is type of soil, second column is velocity of wave propagation in meter per second. If topsoil and sand 200 to 360 meter per second, loose and dry soil 150 to 1000 meter per second, sandy clay 400 to 600 meter per second, gravel 480 to 780 meter per second, glacial till 540 to 2100 meter per second, water saturated loose soil 1380 to 1800, clay and wet soils 750 to 1950 meter per second velocities, sandstone and cemented soils 900 to 4200 meter per second velocities. These are the ranges of velocities. Shell or marl type 1800 to 5800 meter per second. Limestone chalk 1800 to 6300 meter per second. Metamorphic and volcanic rocks 3000 to 6600 meter per second. Sound plutonic rocks type of soil is there in field. So then velocity of seismic waves is 3000 to 7500 meter per second. If type of soil is jointed granite, velocity is 2400 to 4500. Weathered rock type of soils, so then 600 to 3000 meter per second velocities of waves propagations are there. Now these are the references are referred for session 4 in details with the different authors. Thank you one and all. Next class I will be continue.